Little J up on the track.
So big news, I just got to meet Lil Jacob and actually perform an interview on him. And if you don't know, Lil Jacob is this amazing rapper who started out pretty recently, but he's actually grown a lot in the upcoming days. So basically, I kind of interviewed him and just see what his takes on life and like his music and everything about him. So hope you guys enjoy this, and Lil Jacob on the track. Whoa, what's up, man?
Hello, is this the Lucky Lappin?
Yeah, it is. You ready for the interview?
Yep.
All right. So I was talking to your manager a little bit ago, and basically just told me some guidelines of kind of what to ask and stuff. So I have a couple questions to ask you here, if you are right with answering them.
Yep. Let's hear it.
The first question is, how tall are you?
Okay. This is a mistake a lot of people make. People think I'm short, but I'm actually 6 foot. Like average, pretty good. But yeah, 6 foot.
6 foot. That's. I assume you get a lot of attraction from women.
And men.
All right. So we got this sent in from our production manager here, but they really want to know what your favorite color is.
My favorite color. I'm going to have to go with purple. I really like purple.
Purple? And what's your favorite sex position?
Doggy and 69.
See, that's
Those
a good
two,
one.
Those two are on top.
Yeah.
But doggy, like especially if the chick like doesn't bleach her asshole, and you can just see like all the built up
like the brown
color
asshole.
over
Yeah.
the years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah.
So
I hear it's better for men. So we have a big question here. This one got sent in from a couple of people, but what is your favorite song out of your own playlist here? What's your favorite song that you've made?
my favorite song would be "Come Over" by Lil Jacob, or you can stream it on all platforms, or almost everyone.
Come over
Does
here.
that answer your question?
Yeah. So the next question here, this one's pretty big. So we've actually gotten a couple reports that you've gotten a VR headset and you've actually started playing VR games. So what are your favorite VR games?
That's a good question. I like making fun of people and promoting my music in VR chat.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this new game that a couple of my friends were playing last night, called Fast and Low. You basically get to be a police officer, and I feel like it's going to inspire a next Lil Jacob song.
Mm-hmm. And would you happen to be able to give like a little bit of like a teaser on what it might be like?
I don't know if I can comment on that at this time. I'll have to talk to my management team, but
Yeah, no worries. We'll get back to you on that one. So the next question here is, why do you and your manager look the same?
it's a funny story. So one day I was like, I'm going to need a manager, right?
Mhm.
And I like my music is just so powerful that if it's in the wrong hands, it could do a lot of evil. So I couldn't really trust anybody. So I went to a lab and took some of my pubic hairs and then made a clone of myself. And then that's how I knew I could trust him. And now he's my manager.
Yeah, that's sweet. And do you have any other staff that help you with your music production or like getting yourself out there?
There's a couple guys on the social team. I won't name them. Kind of irrelevant. But if you want to, you can check out all my staff members in my great community on Discord, on the Little Jacob fan page Discord server, which the link of that should be in your description.
It will
I
be
hope.
on screen right now. All right.
That sounds.
So the next question here, this one got sent in from a couple people, but they really want to know, how big is your sausage?
My sausage, right?
Like your wiener, your hot dog.
Hot dog. Okay. You know, on a good day, I'd say like 2.
Like
That's
the
on like a
ones
good
you
day.
buy at the
Like
store. Like
yeah. Like 2. Like I can eat 2 at a time. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like I look like a big guy in the photos, but you know, sometimes you only get two wieners in your mouth. You know, sometimes 3, but that's pushing it.
So little Jacob, we've had some allegation coming your way that you were making a song that was talking about you hating multiple races, including the black race. Can you comment on that?
Yeah. So these allegations, they're right in a way. I'm not racist or anything. I would never do any of that. I made a song about all the races on how much I love them, and I'm just not afraid to speak my opinions. So I love all my African Americans. I love all my Hispanics. I love all my little whiteys. I love all my Asians and everything. Yeah, I would never do such a thing like that. I'm not like a little pump or something. You know, I'm a real great rapper.
And are you circumcised?
No. You know what I always say? I say it's just extra protection. No condom. You can tie up your foreskin if you wanted to, as like a protection layer.
Okay. So we have a couple more questions here, just to kind of like get your intake on kind of what your thoughts are, like some like deeper questions, just to kind of like just more understand you more. So, what parent are you closer to, and why?
Answer your question. It's my mother. Sorry. My mother. My father ran away. I said that in one of my lyrics. It was a very emotional time. Emotions on Spotify. Damn. But yeah, it's I'm close to my mother. It's a very sad topic for me. My father ran away. I don't know where he is, but yeah. Answer your question, I hope.
And what makes you feel accomplished in life?
You know, spreading happiness and joy through my music. I just love when people can just throw on my tunes and just rock on with life.
And would you ever take back someone who cheated, Lil Jacob?
There's this one guy. I won't say his name because I'm better. But this person, I made a song with him. I thought we were pretty cool. But then he ended up being fake and not nice. So if that person is listening right now, he knows who he is.
And just another deep question here. Have you ever lost someone close to you? And has it affected your music in any way, if you have?
I have not. There's a couple people, but I didn't really hang out with them too much, right? But I try to focus on my songs being as uplifting and happy as they can. So I feel like if I would have lost somebody really close to me, I don't think I could do that.
And what's the one thing people always misunderstand about you?
That I'm gay. I'm actually not gay, surprisingly. I say that I'm gay as a joke, but not like saying being gay as a joke or anything, right? Like it's funny, but I just say it. You know, like I'll kiss a homie once in a while, but that's not really gay. You know, if you're wearing socks, you're chilling. I always wear socks most of the time, but yeah. I feel like that's a common thing that people get mixed up with me.
And what is your biggest regret in life?
Not starting music sooner. I could have prevented a lot of suicides if I put my music out there sooner. So I'm very sorry to everybody who died.
So, little Jacob, I know we've had quite a few questions here that have been like a little more down, but like, what is the most exciting thing that's happened this past year?
This past year, I'm gonna say getting my music out on Spotify. That has been a very exciting thing for me.
If you could tell your former self one thing right now, what would it be?
It's a very good question. It would be to make more clones of myself so I can just have a lot of fun. You know what I mean? Because one isn't enough.
And what would your best friend say is your best quality?
Honestly, there's no good qualities about me other than music. So my music is my best quality. Final answer.
What's the closest you ever come to being arrested?
I've actually been arrested.
And could you elaborate on that?
Anyways, next question.
Would you be able to like kind of comment at least a little bit on that, just so we kind of know what it was about?
You signed the contract. Stop pushing.
Dogs or cats?
Cats. I have a dog, but I want cats. You know, cats are just easier to snuggle with. Fucking dogs? Ugh, hate those things. But they're also kind of cool.
And what is your biggest irrational fear?
Clowns. Like that one song.
If I remember right, that song was about you got raped in a circus once.
Please don't.
I mean,
Please don't
what
bring
song
it up.
makes you unconventionally happy?
You know, a song that I made called Emotions, right? And when I was making that, I was just happy the entire time. I was just feeling it out. I really loved creating that song and releasing it to everybody, and that's why it is one of my most popular songs.
If heaven is real and you died tomorrow, would you get in?
Probably not. Because of all the stuff that I say in my songs about me liking men. It's not true or anything, but I don't think I'd get in.
And what's the greatest risk you've ever taken?
Making that song about the races.
Okay, we got that confirmed, guys. All right. So where do you usually get your news?
My news. It's very funny. I actually don't check the news. The news checks for me. So, yeah.
And I know we've gotten like a little bit more of a bond this interview here. So I'm gonna start to ask some more serious questions here. What is the darkest thought you've ever had? And what is the darkest thing you've never told anyone?
Okay. The darkest thought that I've ever had. All right. This one's going to be a shocker. But I wanted to quit music at some point in my career. That's like one of the darkest thoughts, you know. I just didn't want to do it anymore.
No way.
And the other question was, what was it again?
So yeah, what I was saying was, what is the darkest thing you've never told anybody ever?
I recall that day. I was sitting at the park, just me, and there happened to be a little girl strolling along. No parents, no nothing. So I walked up to her, And
Oh yeah, so can you tell me about the facts or harsh truths that you choose to ignore, but like you shouldn't?
the hard truth is my music is just too fucking banger. I always think that I should approve, but people just say it's already just so amazing.
Yes, I agree. And have you ever felt like, when have you ever felt like you're living life to the fullest? What has been like key or momentum, like really important parts of your life that you don't know if you can get it back?
Recording Nuts, my debut song.
And what is the first lie you ever told, and which is the biggest?
First lie and the biggest lie. It was to the cops when I did.
So yeah, have you ever been in love? Can you tell me about the times you have been?
So, this was when I first cloned myself. Actually fell in love with myself.
All right, little Jacob, how do you define art?
All right, this is art to me, okay? You just look at it or hear it and you're blown away. You're just, oh my god, this is fucking amazing. Like, if I looked at a painting, right? And the shit just stuns me. I'm like, oh my god, that's art. When I play a Lil Jacob song, oh my god, that's art. When I see a naked 12-year-old, oh my god.
So basically, I have one more question here, and it's pretty crazy. So, what was your mother like at home? Like, how does she act differently outside of family?
Okay, so when my father left, we went through a very dark time, and things weren't looking up. Then I made music, and well, you all know how that turned out, and I think everything has just gone up from there.
And can you tell me a really stupid joke that made you laugh?
You're sentenced to 9 years in prison.
And if you were forced to vote for one of the biggest dictators in history, like Hitler, Mussolini, Saddam, describe your first kiss.
I think we all know how that went, but I'll tell the story anyways. I cloned myself and ended up having a makeout session. That was my first kiss.
And just the last question here to sum it up. How would you like people to summarize your life after you passed?
I'm gonna just send an audio clip here. Okay?
Okay.
And I feel like this will describe this right here as my life.
Lil J up on the track.
You can just listen to my music. If Lil Jacob suddenly dies, don't be sad that it's over. Be happy that he happened. To be inside your life and make beautiful music. I hope you are so happy and you know that you can use my music in anything every fucking day. I don't care, use it in a school project someday. You already know Lil Jacob is family friendly. You already know that I want to just kiss you every day. And I hope you can be happy, even for a small moment. I love all of you. Goodbye.